Hey. Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Roll one up, let's catch this flight. Pour another cup, ho, let's get right. Getting paid, I'm getting paid. Hey, it's your boy Tight. Can't say the Tight without the 1205. Know I'm talking about. But you tuning in with Ray Ray's podcast. Kicking my boy Ray, the toxic mommy Victoria, and my dog G-Ray. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody, y'all? We back again. Another episode of Ray Ray's podcast, coming live from Hello Studios on the 9th floor here downtown Dallas. Such a beautiful day outside. So happy to be alive. Thankful for all the good things that are going on in life, man. What's up, Ray?
Yo, what's going on?
Hello, Twitter world. It's OJ here.
Hello, Twitter world. What's going on?
I will never get tired of seeing that video.
No, me neither.
Every video he does a hello, Twitter world. It's OJ Simpson here. It's OJ. Hello, Twitter world, bro. Y'all still ain't giving his blue check mark, man. Give OJ his blue check mark. Quit playing with the man.
Yep.
The man come down in his Bronco and come after y'all. He still got the knife, y'all. He still got the knife. Nah, we're joking. Again, thank y'all for rocking with Ray Ray's podcast. Again, so happy to, be coming from you, every week. Make sure y'all liking, subscribing these videos on YouTube. RayRaysPodcast.com. It's pretty awesome myself, if I must say so. Keep tuning into that, man. We got a great episode planned for y'all. We got someone coming back. We're still doing our 2-year anniversary tour. We're revisiting with some of our favorite guests we've had on the show. And in addition to having one of our favorite guests, we brought a new guest on the shows, but we'll talk about that here momentarily. Shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to the Mavericks. Playoffs, baby. Playoffs, getting ready for playoffs. Hopefully we get out of the first round this year. I'm praying. Dinwiddie, holla at me. It's my boy. Man, what you got on you, Rock?
Although that you did mention the Cowboys, I am wearing, as you can tell, a Seahawks shirt. So I'm still depressed about what's going on with my team.
That's been months ago, man. Let it go. Let it go.
As of right now, because this is, I do get the disclaimer that these are pre-recorded. As of right now, Drew Lock is our quarterback. And just like T.O. said, it's my quarterback. Oh, man. Anyways.
Terrible. Disastrous. Like, man, what are y'all doing? I get it. I think it was the time for a change for Russell Wilson. That dude needed a fresh start. He wasn't going to go anywhere in Seattle. It's like he did as much as he could.
Yeah.
In that city.
And these quarterbacks the market is outrageous, and they're putting a stranglehold onto their teams. For example, Rodgers and Mahomes. As you see, their top receivers are on different teams. So, but anyways, I digress. Let's get back to the show. And
that's what happens when you want the money. Mm-hmm. What they say, Jerry Maguire? Show me the money, Jerry.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
You get the money, you lose the team.
Yeah. All right.
So,
it is what it is. All right. So, this is part of the show where we like to reset people's day, reset people's week. If you had like a bunch of stuff going on, you're just feeling like overwhelmed. We want to speak some positive words to you. So let's get the music all queued up here for you. So we want to set the mood, right? If you're going through some hard situations, hard time, difficult things going on, let's reset that. Let's retrain our minds right now with these positive words. Because when you say positive words, you can get through anything. All right. So if anyone has told you today, if no one has told you today, you're beautiful, you're loved, you're needed, you're alive for a reason, you're stronger than you think. Hey, you're going to get through this. Hey, we're glad you're alive, and don't give up. So just say those words to yourself. You get through anything you can, if you just train your mind, because that's the reason why people exercise. That's where boxers train. They train to get ready for a fight. So that's why you say these positive words. So when things get rough, you're already prepared. You know what? I am loved. I am needed. I am going to get through this. So just say that to yourself, and I promise things will get better. All right? That's my positive word for the day. You know, whew, got through that. Ray, how's that making you feel? You feel good?
Yep, definitely making me feel better. Recently, it was going through some trials and tribulations, and man, it's meditation and positivity is definitely needed.
Man, let's do that. All right. So let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show, as they say. All right. Start the show on the Chappelle Show. Let's start the show. Chappelle Show. All right. So let me talk to you. Like I said, we're doing this 2-year anniversary tour. Like I said, we'll revisit with some of our favorite guests from the show. So today we have our boy Miggy back in the building.
What's good? What's good?
He didn't show up alone by himself.
Nope.
He showed up with his partner, his second half. You know,
My life partner, my business partner, my soulmate,
hey,
the mother of our child,
oh, okay.
the mother of our dog, which is our second child,
Is our first child.
our first child, basically.
So I want you to introduce your lady to us. You introduce your ladies to us, to the world.
This is my beautiful wife, Sachina, a.k.a. Maya the Jeweler on Instagram, a.k.a. the business woman of the business, of our business, the front line, the brains of the operation, the skilled jeweler, and the best person ever, my best friend.
Oh, hey, let's get
Thank you.
give a round of applause for that. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
Oh man.
Hey, he get brownie points at home for that. Just so you know. He should get some brownie points for that because he did his thing on that one. So what's up with y'all? What's been going on?
Man, a lot. It's definitely great to say, man, especially with now going into this full time. Like, it's been nothing but crunch time as far as finding developments or how to develop the business and new strategies and finding the right target niches and what we can push our product to. And it's we found one niche that has been working really well, but it has gotten us crazy busy every weekend. Doing like sneaker convention expos because sneakers, fashion, style, with jewelry, it goes hands in hand. So that's been a really good turnout for us. Some shows better than others, but at the end of the day, we're not only just finding the target niche, but finding which conventions that we should do, because it's like we're testing out like standard pop-ups. We're checking out like vintage swap meet shows and then sneaker conventions. But the sneaker conventions itself, because it's larger priced product versus like, $5, $10 shirts. At vintage swap meets, like the sneaker area is crazy busy for us.
Yeah.
And then just like other pop-ups are like, for like one of them that we do is Social Chica. Shout out to Brianna. She's really good at setting up the structure for these pop-ups, and we get a lot of traffic and a lot of business from her events. But just finding niches, like specific, like women empowerment, because at the end of the day, she always says it's half and half, but this is her business. Like I always told her, like
ours.
I'm saying, look, I'm saying this. It's for me. I originally did this for her, and I really wanted her to to push in her own brand and expand in her experience with jewelry, because she's been doing it for so long. And again, I say it's always her, but she always reassures me that it's our business. But I'm just supporting her. I'm the guy behind the scenes. Everybody always thinks that I'm learning some knowledge about jewelry because she teaches me, but it's like at the end of the day, she knows how to quickly like find out something. Like she can tell things off eyes, like what size do you need. She can tell the ring size. She can tell bracelet size. And it's like, oh, what size do you like? You like mid chest for you, and like if it's like a 6'5" guy or like a 5'4" girl, like you need a 16-inch or you need a 22-inch chain for however, like she's good with it. She's the brains, and everybody always thinks, I guess because I'm the one that's always more active on the social media, that they think that it's me that they're talking to. No, everybody just gonna clarify that now on any of our MM Jewelers, the website and our chat inbox, and that you think you're talking to me, you're talking to her, because she's the one that knows everything. And then they all keep saying, oh, thanks bro, I appreciate it. And she was always like, I'm a woman.
Sometimes I say, but sometimes I just leave it just like that.
No, that happened with one of the ladies we've had on the show before, Sarape Treats. She's like, yeah, people automatically assume we're dudes. I don't get that. Why do people just automatically assume things like that? Like, I don't know. That's just weird.
It's 2022. It's 2022, man. The equality. It's all there.
That's just really weird. All right. So, Miggy, we've had you on the show before. Mm-hmm. Maya's your first time on Ray Ray's podcast. So,
hello.
So let's let everyone.
Hello. She finally said something.
Hello, Twitter world. So we're gonna let the world get reacclimated with you, Miggy, and get introduced to you for the first time. So we got this segment of the show. It's called
Slow down. I just wanna get to know you.
slow down. We just want to get to know you. We got some random questions, just little fun questions that are just really quick. We just want to ask, just kind of people to fill you out and, get to know you, okay? So,
Sure thing.
both of you, again, tell the people who you are, what it is that you do, and where they can find you on social media.
Okay, so my name is Miggy. My Instagram is Miggy the Jeweler. I would say my Twitter, but my Twitter just got suspended a month ago. But Miguel Miggy on Twitter.
Twitter world.
Twitter world. And then my wife's Sachina, but she goes by Maya the Jeweler on her Instagram. We own Jewelers, which is an online e-commerce based out of Dallas, Texas. Which we do local meetups as well, as far as if there's any inventory product suggestions people are looking for. We have access to anything and everything. We have access to engagement rings, to jewelry, to custom pieces, to I don't know, literally everything. Like there's nothing that we don't have access to. I mean, thanks to her with her over 15 years of experience, we have connections to get us anything that we need done, anything that somebody wants made, we can do it for you.
Okay. All right. They said they got it all.
Mm-hmm.
You need to all come Jewelers. They got you taken care of. Tune in now.
Yeah, shopmmjewelers.com.
Yeah, plug it. Plug that.
So our Instagram, Shop Jewelers. Twitter, Shop Jewelers. TikTok, Shop Jewelers. Facebook, Shop Jewelers. Website, www.shopmmjewelers.com.
All right.
Everything.
Hey.
We make it easy for you guys.
Hey, there we go. Awesome. So, last time you were on the show, y'all were just dating. Now you're married, okay? So since you're married, you kind of know a lot about each other probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what is each one of y'all's love languages?
For hers, I want to say her main one is touch.
Okay.
Physical touch. She always asks me, baby, come cuddle with me. Baby, come. But it's just like, because we don't want our baby to get too. I'm always hot. She's always cold. So I never want to be in blankets. She always wants to be bundled up, and then like I'm sweating. She wants to cuddle, and her body temperature is like a lot hotter than mine. For some reason, it's abnormally always hot. So she always wants to cuddle. I'm like, but man, I'm hot. Like I'm just like, yeah. But I do it just to make her happy. She's like, at least until I fall asleep. And then like 10 minutes later, after I've cuddled, then she passes right out.
I like that too because I belly rub you and you go to sleep all the time.
I like my belly rub.
So yeah, put them on blast.
Hers is physical touch, and the second one I want to say is acts of service.
Okay.
Because whenever I take out the trash, she's always like, "Ooh, who is you? Who are you? Who you trying to be? Who's this man? Where'd my husband go?"
It's not about that trash. I don't know. Like I think we all hate taking the trash out, man. Even though if it's like right there, we like taking the trash out. And so you try to take it all in one trip, so you have to make those 2 trips. It's like the groceries.
Yeah.
Bringing the groceries up, I ain't making no 2.
He hates making like 2 trips, like everything.
I hate it,
Yeah,
especially if you have stairs. You gotta go upstairs.
yeah.
That is the worst,
No,
man.
I'm all about convenience, man. Like if we're out, like for example, if we're out already, it's like let's get everything done before we get home because as soon as I get home, like I'm chilling.
done. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Chilling. So I'm like let's think about this strategically. Which routes we need to go, which would be the most convenient path to go to get everything done. But yeah, so what do you think mine is? My love language.
I'll say gift.
Gifts. Yeah, I like stuff. I like free stuff. It's technically not free anymore because my money's her money. So but yeah.
It's our money now.
Our money now.
All right. So, if there were warning labels on you, what would it say?
Highly sensitive. 100%.
That's a good one. I like
Highly
that.
sensitive. Are you talking about mine or hers?
Both. Either or.
What was the question one more time?
If there was a warning label on you, what would it say?
Okay, so I'll say mine is highly sensitive. I'll say hers is what is it? Very blunt, like honest. I was gonna say what was the word? Yeah.
Okay.
Very blunt. It's like she's just she doesn't hold back on people. Like if she sees something on somebody, like she always comments on their like. I don't know. There's people that try to test us about our product. Because like whenever we're at the pop-ups, like somebody who has jewelry on, like there's some people that have like $20,000 chains and like they're come talking to us and they're super cool and they're asking questions about our stuff. And then there's those egotistical guys that like try to be all flashy in their track suits and shit, and they're just like, oh, do you have this and this? Do you have this and that?
Or do you have real diamonds?
Do
you have your diamond tester? I hate people like that.
But it's funny because she's like, this last show that we're at, or not this last show, but the week before that, we're in Atlanta, and So there was that guy that tried to be so like cocky and shit like that. I was like, whatever point you're trying to prove. But she was like,
He had a Rolex.
He had a Rolex, but she called out his. She was like, oh, I see you have a hollow Cuban chain. I haven't seen those in a while. They don't even make those anymore. But she knows because she can tell. She can tell about exactly why. Yeah. So like,
What did he say then?
So she's. Oh no, he's just like, oh yeah, no, so appreciate it. And walked off literally right then and there. Like he was there for like 2 minutes already, just like trying to bullshit.
Bro, I hate when people are just want to be snarky and snobby for no reason at all whatsoever.
Reason.
I will definitely.
That's just the most recent example. But she calls people out all the time on that. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh,
she has
man.
no filter.
That's awesome.
So what do you think about me?
Oh, you're very sensitive, and then
Yeah.
yeah, I have to be very careful around him too. Like I have learned that in time to choose my words, because if I say something he doesn't like it, then it's like
Yeah.
Leave me
It's
alone.
down, yeah.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
it's just like learning him.
Okay.
What about you though? What's your warning? What would you say your warning label is?
Just to be blunt, and then it's just like if somebody crosses me wrong way that I wouldn't ever talk back to them or anything. I don't know how to say that, but if
Yeah,
somebody misbehaves or like treats me the wrong way,
You're not gonna tolerate that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I'm
tolerate
set
it.
you
She's
straight.
very prideful too.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. Ain't nothing wrong with being prideful, especially if you do a good job with your shit. Like, yo,
Exactly.
I'm prideful with the work I put in.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So if they made a movie about y'all, okay, who would y'all want to play y'all in the movie?
I say bad girl Riri on you, girl.
I would say Chris Brown.
That's a bad combination right there. You messed up on that one. Or we physically abuse each other.
Oh,
That's
my
funny.
God.
No, if it's like a comparison that we like, I would like that I always make fun of to who it would be is what's her name? It's not Brenda.
Asian actor.
It's not Brenda Song. What is it? Whoever Jay-Z and his wife. Which one's that? The wife, the Asian wife. I can't remember because she always looks like her. She looks identical like her.
Oh yeah.
Jay-Z.
Oh, not Jay-Z's. Jeezy's.
Jeezy's.
Oh,
Oh,
Jeezy's.
Jeezy's wife.
I want to say.
Beyonce?
Beyonce?
Jeezy's
Oh,
wife.
Jenny, what's her name?
Yeah, Jeannie. Yeah.
Jenny, what's her name? I
Jenny
think?
Mai or something
Jenny
like
Mai.
that.
Something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Except for the complexion. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said Jenny Mai for her. So who do you think for you? For yourself, who would play you in a movie? Who's playing Miggy?
I don't know. I always think about the people that people say I look like, and they make fun of me. Like they say I look like Pee Wee Herman, or
What?
like I get.
What?
I have the worst
Oh,
friends.
I know who.
I have the worst friends.
The guy from Hangover that has that little.
Oh,
yeah.
it's a satchel. What's his name? Zach
Galifianakis.
Yeah,
Bro, that dude.
I'll have him play me. That would be the best one. Just so I can meet him too. That.
Bro, he's got some low key banger movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the movie The Campaign with him and Will
yeah.
Ferrell?
Oh God.
Yeah.
That shit is hilarious.
Dude.
He's just low key hilarious. Like that was funny. Then like when he was in Due Date.
Oh, dude, whenever, dude, I literally, my jaw dropped when Robert Downey Jr. spit his dog. He goes, I don't know if that was improv or whatever, but his reaction was so genuine on that when he spit on his dog.
Bro,
God.
I tell you the part that really like threw me off in that movie was Robert Downey Jr. is like asleep and he wakes up to Zach Galifianakis. He's like, "Yo, what are you doing, bro?"
Just wanking it.
Just
Oh,
waking
my
it,
God.
just raw dog waking
Oh,
it.
my God.
And his dog's in the back doing the same.
And Jamie Foxx is like, "Yo, so he just a raw dog?" They're
But
like,
yeah,
they
that's it. I would want Zach Galifianakis to play me.
bro, they got that coffee. He's like, get him out of my house. No,
Oh, with
They
the
actually-
ashes?
yeah,
The dad's ashes? God, horrible.
Oh man! All right. So last question in a slow down segment, and we'll really get in, dive deep with y'all. All right. What is something you think people seem to misunderstand about y'all?
I don't know. Oh, I got one. People think that we're the perfect couple. It's not. It's not. It's like, we work to, we have our obstacles. We have our confrontations. We have, it's not only like in our personal life, but our business life too. It's not smooth sailing. Everybody's like, oh, you guys are goals and everything, but it's like, it just depends if you're willing to, accomplish that goal together. If y'all both have that same goal to make. And it's just like, it's not smooth. Like there's like, I have these visionary market sets and she has these, so I'm more of the visuals, she's more on the numbers, but it's just like, I want to do certain ways to present, like if you have a certain promotion or that going on, but she's like, no, we don't need to do that because we're doing this. excuse me. So it's just like, what is it, like sacrifice? Most people say is like relationships are sacrifice and compromises, but it's also the same thing with the business, because we got to be on the same page, because at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like it's more important than just being a couple, because it's our income.
Yeah.
So we have to strategically do things to where it makes sense, and that's one thing that we always tell is like how does this make sense to you, and this is why I'm opposed to that. So it's just like we go back and forth on things, and it's not smooth. It's not smooth at all. It's just, but we're willing to work together and do whatever it can be. Our goal now is just to provide the best world for our daughter. So it used to be like, yeah, just for us to have money to spend, and not only that, invest and put into things, but it's just we want the best for our daughter, and that's our main goal.
Man, that's awesome.
Like with me, I'm more like safe landing. Like I need to have money, like
she wants
I
that
don't
security.
know, like,
Security.
I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, so I'm more like, yeah, let's just have some more savings and this and that. And when it comes to business, I'm old school, so he is younger than me, so he has new ideas and all of that. For me, like, still, like, the guys that I work for, they don't have website, they don't have nothing, it's always like mouth to word, and that's how I am too. And when he tries to make new investment and all of that, I'm like, will I get that money back or not? But again, I would not know if we don't try it. You know? Those are like the biggest niches, right, on the business.
Yeah, it's just like for her, it's like for me, when it comes to like I'm saying, one of our things is we're trying to find the right target niche and what we can do to help, get to that source. So it's just like me investing money to run ads. Like, she doesn't, if we invest the money, she just looks at the numbers and be like, oh, like, am I going to get that back? Are we going to make, more from that? But for me, it's just like, my main thing is to get our exposure, to get the branding. It's like, my thing is just, I want us to be seen everywhere, which is why we're developing clothing product with our logo. Like, we just got our new glasses that are going to be out here soon. Our packaging has our logo. It's like, I just want our logo to be anywhere and everywhere, so that way when people see the specific diamond, like you said, you didn't notice it, but you know that there's something different looks about this diamond, which is the two M's inside of the diamond. So it's just like, I want our logo to be everywhere. So it's where, like I said, she's more of the numbers person. I'm more of the visuals and what needs to be done to help us expand and let us be recognized by people. So
it's that perfect balance you got to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the yin and the yang.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
and whenever we talk about business, so we don't talk about husband and wife. We just talk about
that's one thing we're really good at. We know when to leave anything personal. Like, if whatever, as soon as there's times where we get into like a little argument on our way to meet up with the client, but as soon as we get out the car, boom, like, we're done.
Nothing happening.
We're straight to the business, and then once it's done, then we're like,
all right, now.
Once we get, like, it always turns out we get a sale, and then it's like, now we're just like, we're good now. So we just need that break to just stop worrying about what's happening and just get to what we need to get done, and then when we get what's done, then it's good.
Yeah.
So
I can imagine that being a little bit tough. There's a fine line between relationships and business, being able to turn that off and on.
it's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not easy, like, while we're taking it full time, that we don't know, like, if we have a started income coming or not. Before, we know, like, he was getting paid and I was getting paid. Now this is our full time, having a baby, and already having a baby is a lot of expense, and we both already have a high expenses, and to be be able to pay that off and still have a little bit saving and to investment, it's been a really blessing. And I know he gives a lot of credit to me, but this business wouldn't be here if he didn't give me the idea about it. For me, it was always working for somebody else, coming home, but he don't have a mental of working for somebody else. He has his own boss mentality. For me, even still, after I have a baby, I still go to work for one day, like, I'm too scared to leave the pay I'm getting, even though, like, we're successful. Like, we do one pop-up and we make thousands of dollars. But for me, even like that, $300 matter a lot. I don't know. I cannot get out of that mindset.
Well, it's guaranteed. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed. But like,
it's
we
the
do.
security.
Yeah.
It goes back to that. But it's so the thing is with, like, it's good that she has that mentality, because for her, she's like, okay, we got to have a fallback plan too. Like, we have, security. But for me, the way that I'm looking into it, and this is where it comes hand in hand, because at the end of the day, it's like, why save the money which we do have savings, but for my mentality, it's like, even if we get a little extra, it's like, why save the money when we can already reinvest it into something and then it'll help us out? But it's just, at the end of the day, yeah, especially with us having a child, like, we do have to have, you know, a fallback in case anything does go wrong, or if we have to have that extra income for a couple months if we have a slow period, because it happens, especially with retail. Like, you have your peaks and lows, but like right now, like it's tax season, so we're taking advantage of that right now by being out at these shows. People are wanting to spend, and we hear it all the time.
Got that hole in their pocket.
Yeah, no, that's the thing, is that people always, like, they're like, oh, I came here for shoes, and then she always has this good line. She says, like, how many shoes you have? Like, oh, sure, I don't know, I have like 30, 50. I was like, how much jewelry you got? And it's just like, boom, like, then that's how she gets to sell. She's like, yeah, it's like, you can always have sneakers, but jewelry is that special thing that makes you stand out from the rest. And then that
sales, baby.
Yeah.
That sales,
that's
baby.
the thing, man. She's a hustler, bro. And that's like, sometimes I'm like, literally, like, I'm supposed to be like talking to somebody else, and I'm just like over here trying to pay attention to how she does her things. And I'm like, she's good with it. So yeah.
Okay. So here's what I want y'all to do real quick for me, all right? So I'm gonna start with you, Miggy. So
Yeah.
it's been almost 2 years since we first had you on the show. You know, we're in the pandemic, like more so than now. Everything was like slowly but surely starting to open back up a little bit, but everything for the most part was still pretty close. So it's 2020. So let's walk us through everything that's happened between then and where we're at now.
So, well, what number was I whenever y'all started this podcast? Like, I was one of the top first 5, right? First 10?
I think maybe a little bit later, somewhere maybe
10?
At least
15,
top 20.
Top 20 for sure.
Something like that. Yeah, I know you didn't have much, but which I appreciate you guys putting me on, because at the time I was just the guy working at Gucci. But no, so we just talked about before we just started the podcast, is the fact that we didn't even like, I thought that we already had the business, and that's why you guys had me on to talk about it. No, we didn't even have that. So it's just like, literally within that time was when I suggested to her, because a lot of people realized once the pandemic started, it's like, yo, your job doesn't have your back. And that's one thing that I told her. Like, I always, like, for the longest time, I always knew myself as to be an entrepreneur. But the thing is like, I never knew what.
Yeah.
And my brothers, they're entrepreneurs too, but they're like, they do, ever since we're little, you know, growing up, as far as like cutting grass with my dad, like every weekend and every summer, it's just like, I always got bullied by my brothers because I wasn't as much of a hard worker for them. I'm a pale Mexican, so like I have sensitive skin, I have horrible allergies, and so like I always made excuses to not go, and they always picked on me as like, oh, you're not a hard worker, you're not this and that. And it just wasn't. Thankfully, I realized that wasn't the issue. It's not that I wasn't a hard worker. It's just like that wasn't my field of work.
Calling.
So my brothers, you know, my oldest brother, he owns his own like handyman business, so he does like, you know, anything and everything when it comes to the house, inside, outside, and everything. And they're both full-time DJs. So every weekend that they have, so they work like so hard on those things. And I always tell myself, it's like, I eventually I will find what works for me, like what businesses it was. And thankfully with meeting her, it was like I told myself, it was like, everybody's like, oh, when will I meet that one person? And it just so happens that I got lucky and grateful and blessed enough to get that one person that also helped me get the business that we need. And so, and like I said, you know, she's the numbers person and I'm more the visuals. And thankfully within time, like I knew graphic design because I did music and I did my own video editings and I did my own graphic design, because in my small town we didn't have any of that. So the knowledge that I gained from that, I was finally able to put it into something that helps, you know, create revenue. But I know I kind of sidetracked from that. So when the pandemic happened, you know, people realized that you know, your job's not always going to have your back. Like, a lot of people got furloughed, a lot of people got fired, got let go. And whenever we're dating, I told her, it's like, hey, like, I want some jewelry. Like, I'll pay for it. You know, I'm not trying to get the hookup or everything. But so, and I was telling her, I was like, she kind of always just, like, threw it over her shoulder. And then, so at the end of the day, I was just like, I want some jewelry. So I was going to go through this one website, which we won't name because they're very popular, and our goal is to be one of the competitions. But I was gonna order it from there, and she's like, "Oh, like the prices on there are like stupid crazy. I can get you that same price for way cheaper and all that." So I'm like, "Well, okay, like then let's go get the stuff."
Get it to me.
Yeah. So we ended up going to one of her buyers or one of her sellers for her day jewelry business, her day job, and. So we start looking at this, like, how much am I getting this for? And then then she tells me, and then I'm like, so how much you buy it for? And so I'm like, why don't you do this on your, because like the profit margin on those is stupid crazy. And then so I told her, it's like, why don't you do this? And she's like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't do that. Like, she just automatically shut it down. And then like literally 3 days later, I was like, okay, it was like, in time, I was gonna like, I'll eventually refeed this into you, and we're gonna get something done. But then literally 3 days later, she's like, I've been thinking what you told me. It's like, yeah, might as well try it out. And then from there, it's like we started it off, and it's just, the thing is, just if you are iffy about something, just get it started. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't even have to have a name. We didn't even have a name.
No.
Yeah, I was trying to think of just something that's like, it just worked. MM Jewelers, Miggy and Maya, like that's our nicknames, and it works, and it goes from there. So I mean, during that time, during the pandemic, it's just, we started the business. I got her a dog. But we started the business and got her dog within 6 months of being together. But that's because I already knew that she was going to be the one. You know, I wanted us to grow and everything. So it was something that I knew right off the bat. And then we basically moved in together during that pandemic. No, we did move in together because once the pandemic started, I didn't leave. I stayed over there. I packed like 2 duffel bags. I'm like, I'm staying over here. We're gonna hang out there the whole thing.
You're stuck with me.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess I can't go home.
No, yeah, and then like my lease ended in September of that year, so I just closed the lease with them. We moved together and just went from there.
He
Yeah.
never wanted to leave my
And,
place.
Really, the first night I went over, I don't want to leave anymore. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be worth staying.
I ain't going nowhere. But see, what you did was you spoke into her. You spoke the business into existence. Like, hey, why would you do that? I see that's one of those things when you speak those words out. You know, those words are out there, and either you're going to believe them or you're not going to believe them. And you chose to believe them, and now you have, you had the jury. Was it 2 years later now? Mm-hmm. And just for the exact date, we had dropped your episode May 18th.
May 18th. We started on May 15th. So
May 18th when this came out, and you were episode 14.
Dang.
Of Ray Ray's podcast.
Hey.
And this is episode 60 something. I don't know what number this is.
Oh,
70. I don't know. I lost track of what it
Might
is.
be up
But
to
so
70, yeah.
maybe yeah.
Well, it's good. It's good to know that within that time, it's like you guys are progressing and we're progressing. Yeah. So it's just a good thing, man. It's good to see where people have gone when they decided to change for during the pandemic. The pandemic was a eye awakener for everybody. So you never know what tomorrow is going to hold. That's something I learned. Like it's like either you're going to do it now or you're not going to do it.
Exactly. Because you may not have an opportunity to do it again.
100%.
And that's one of those things. So that's why I also use, like I said, you just got to do it. You just got to do it. You got to have faith and just step out there. Like, all right, I'm going to trust in myself. Like you did. You left your job. You trusted yourself to do this. You got to have that faith, in yourself to do that. And that's just something I got to applaud you on because
thank you.
Especially during a pandemic when there ain't no money guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, I got to give you a round of applause on that. So a round of applause to you for doing that. And y'all amazing business y'all have got going on. And it's so amazing. I see like all y'all posts. Y'all are on it. Y'all are on it. That's one thing I can say about y'all. Y'all are on it. Y'all are always posting. Y'all are amazing. There's people that like have businesses, but they're like lazy about it. I'm like, how do y'all even get any business? Like,
I don't understand that. For my mindset, it's always, and there's some things I can thank Gucci for, but like one thing is like, so they paid us hourly in commission, right? So our commission side was cool because we work for that, but then there's like downtimes where there's no customers there, and they're always like, well, you're still getting paid hourly, so you gotta work. Like you can't just sit around. So it's like they're the mentality that they grow in me. It's what can you do to better your business? Yeah. So anytime that I'm just like I like start watching a movie and I'm like 30 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm bored watching. It's like, it's just like I should be doing something. Like even though like a movie's good, I'm like, nah, let me go do something. I gotta work on an edit. I gotta plan out what's gonna be in the next couple months. It's just always about consistency. That's something people don't understand. Consistency. Even if you get 2 likes on something, it's just you might have those 2 likes, but there's more people that are looking at it. Always check out your algorithms. Always check out your insights and what's being provided, and then that way you can test out things of what does work, what doesn't work. Like one thing that I found out recently too, and I don't know if you guys would ever want to do this. It's like if you're always posting, like the new Instagram algorithm, like our story views have like plummeted, like
I noticed that.
Yeah. So whatever you have posted, let it expire, and then once it expires, give it a 24-hour hold. Like don't post anything for 24 hours. So and then as soon as that expires, then post like a questionnaire or something where people can get interactive. It'll boost it right up like crazy. Like we're only getting like 100. Like we used to get like 700-800 views on our stories. Then it went down to like maybe like 98, 110 views, and then I did that, then we're back. It's not back
to
up, but we're like at 500, 600 around there.
yeah.
But
I've noticed that if I post back to back to back to back, it'll be a low count of views. But if I hold off, like he said, a day, and I post something, I'll get hundreds of views.
Yeah.
So that the algorithm on Instagram, I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're trying to limit the Instagram models, like we were talking about.
Man.
And that's why I've been harping TikTok for the longest, because it's just their algorithm is just really amazing. I wish others would take their algorithm where it's more interest based versus like who you may know based. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're meeting so many new people through TikTok just because it's you're seeing them based on the same things that you like. You know what I'm saying? So
Your niche. Yeah.
yeah, your niche. Yeah. So. But yeah, I'll just put my 2 cents on that.
Man, see, one of the things I hate about Instagram, to be completely honest with you, like, if a girl takes a picture in a fucking bikini, she puts on her profile, she's a public figure. I'm like, just because you take a picture in a damn bikini doesn't make you a model, don't make you a public figure. Like, and that just drives me crazy. Like, it drives me crazy, like, insane. Like, for instance, and like, I guess it's me just getting older. I see some people promote the clubs, and they have a girl shaking her ass or in a thong to promote their night at the club. I'm like, that's really what you have to promote the club? Because I remember back in my day when we were promoting clubs, we had to be creative about things. So we have to make certain parties. You wouldn't just put
Themed
no
out,
picture. And
yeah.
it was themed and stuff. Now all y'all are lazy. Y'all just got a chick just twerking on the video. Come to my club tonight. It's going to be hot. Like... Come on, I challenge y'all out there. Get creative with it.
Get back, yeah. No, I
Get
agree
creative with
that.
it, man. Like, you know, like
Not only the clubs, but just as far as businesses, man. You
Yeah.
gotta be creative. You gotta be creative to build that traffic. At the end of the day, it's the simple breakdown is to business, marketing, traffic. So you got your business, whatever it is. How are you gonna market it? What's your target niche? And then getting the results from that. So it's just like it's all hand in hand.
y'all don't have to be social media models. Y'all don't have to be public figures. Everyone doesn't have to be an influencer. Just find something that is unique to you.
Yeah.
Don't be like everyone else. See the shirt? We are not the same. We are not the same. All those other podcasters that talk the bullshit.
Oh, my God.
We are not the same. Find your niche. Mm-hmm. Find some people like your Miggy and Maya that's got business going on. If you want to do something, highlight those people. Support local businesses. Support your friends. Like, that makes a difference. It costs $0.
Exactly.
$0 to support your friends. Just to share something or a comment or just heart it or something like that. Show love to the people that you care about. Like, I don't want any friends like, oh, I'm going to do better than him. No, you ain't my friend. And, okay, cool. You ain't my friend. I want all my brothers to succeed. All my people, I want us all get up there together. So I'm going to support all my people so we can get there together. It ain't cool if the homies ain't getting there. You know what I'm saying? So, like...
And that's the thing. It's like, so we're grateful that we have a really good circle because most of our circle, actually, like literally everybody but... No, everybody is. Everybody in our circle. Well, no, but 2 people in our circle are entrepreneurs. So we know how much important it is for us to share our each other's posts and help us boost. And it's like, just supporting each other one way or another. Mm-hmm. And but what was that saying? Somebody said it's easier to make a friend out of a client than it is to make a client out of a friend.
I believe that.
Man.
I believe that. And if y'all out there, don't be out there trying to get the homie discount. Man, I'm your friend. Yo, what deal you gonna give me? Because you ain't going to Gucci and Louis trying to ask them for no discounts. They'll laugh you at the store. Am I right?
They might be trying to get a discount.
Yeah, okay.
But they gonna get it, though.
They trying to get it,
but they don't get it. And they still buy it. So it's just like...
So don't do that with your friends. Don't pity pinch your friends, bro, because this is their business. This is their well-being. This is their livelihood. Like, yo, do that. Like, if I say I want $45 for the hoodie, you pay me $45. Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna pay you $44.99. No, you pay me $45.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, oh, that's all I gotta say. Sorry if I went on a rant there, but like, people gotta support each other, man.
Yeah.
If you can't support your friends, then why are you friends with them?
Yeah. Oh, so going back to what you're saying about how the girls are like public figures and stuff like that. It's like, I get what you're saying on that, but it's like you can't claim that without producing the results. It's like if you're a public figure, take that to your advantage. Why aren't you getting sponsorships from different companies and start doing market affiliating and stuff like that? So like you're claiming to. That's the part that gets me. It's like you claim to be something, but you're not doing it. It's like you can take photos and you get a lot of likes, but are you getting revenue on it? Take advantage of that. Take advantage of that stuff. Put your face out there in front of products, and that's the main goal. That's something, and I'm glad that Sachina's finally doing this because it took me a while because she's always shy. And, you know, she doesn't like to be in the camera. She's very, like, self-conscious about things. But I'm like, babe, you look good. You look amazing. And because, you know, she's not from the U.S., so she's worried about her speech impediment, her language barrier. But I'm like, babe, like, no, like, that makes you different from everything else. Like, you have an accent, and it's great, and you got to embrace it. And that is what's going to make you stand out as far as being a woman-owned business, a minority-owned business, and just, like, there's so many different categories that you can fall into that help bring out the business into how do you say it, like, into more relative to people around. It's like it's really good niches that she can use that. And this thing is like we post photos. It's like you get, and just now she's starting to see the results. Like we post photos of somebody wearing something. It's like, and that we repost. It's like, yeah, you get, like, you know, depending 30, 70, 100 likes. But anytime it's with her, or it has me and her, and definitely not me by myself, but either her or me and her in it, and it gets, like, automatically, like, 200 likes, 400 likes, 700 likes. So it's just like people want to see us into it, you know. It's really good that she's finally getting into seeing how important it is that she needs to interact and be more personable in the brand, which is a good thing. So. And
the more I post and the more I show my face and talk on the stories or in the post, and we just get sales. Like, right, we post like 5 minutes later, like it's sales all the time. So I'm like getting into talking and all of that. And again, like from, like, you know, if I want to talk on Instagram, I have to do makeup and all of that, and I don't have time for that. Being a mother, like, you know, Miggy is there to help me out. Like, he helps me out, like throughout my whole pregnancy. Like, he's been there even, like, when we have a baby. Like, I have no problem. Like, he takes care of the baby.
There's a whole trend where women are talking while doing their makeup.
Yeah.
You could always just put the camera right there and just talk
live.
Yeah, no, like, he suggests me so many things. Like, he even, like, wants me, like, hey, babe, just go get your nails done, hair done, so we could do a photo shoot and all of that. But I'm like, yeah, we'll do it. But when I wake up and, like, you know, my baby's like just 3 months, and then I'm around her, and then my time flies right away, and I don't have time, and then I have to shower, do my makeup. That's a lot of time, and like, but
not only that, like, we have errands to run because again, she's the one that handles the inventory, so we need to go get more product. We got to restock on that.
And then, like, day to day, like, I would have done a photo shoot, but we have to meet like 2 other buyers, and then for like the event that we're going, and then buying, and have to do inventory, make sure that everything's, like, my day goes just like that. And when I go home, just feed her 1 bottle. Like, sometimes I barely even get to feed my daughter because either Miguel is taking care or my mom is taking care, you know. But again, I don't have time. Like, he makes sure, like, he always tells me, hey, babe, do this, and then I'm just so caught up in things like that. But but knowing, like, how I can benefit my business, like, you know, putting my face up there, like, I'm gonna, like, be out there and show my face and do photo shoots and all of that, so that we can make more money.
That's awesome.
More monies.
So I want to talk about something real quick. I thought, and we're gonna wrap up here shortly. I thought was really cool. So you made a video when you asked her to marry you, and I know you used a clip from the show, and I thought that was the coolest, like, most amazing thing ever. And we're gonna show that video here in this video. But that was so awesome. So tell me, what was it like the day he proposed to you? Like, what was going through your mind? How are you feeling?
I had no idea he's gonna do that because it was his birthday, and then he's super extra. So I thought, like, I honestly thought, like, his family was down here to see him and all of that. And I was 3 months pregnant, 3.5, right?
Yeah,
something.
I think 4.
4 months pregnant. So I had no idea, and then I didn't even say yes because I was so shocked. Yeah.
Tell him what you said right before we got out of the car to go to the park.
I said, like, do not propose me on your birthday, like, or something like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
And then my dress tore that day. Like, it was just like I just thought it was gonna be a photo shoot because he wanted to do that with his family because it's birthday and all of that.
Yeah, she literally said, you better not propose. This day is about you. I don't want to take away from this day for you. So it's like the thing.
I didn't even have a hint like he was gonna do it.
I was gonna say, did somebody spoil a surprise or you?
Nah, it was hard too because the thing was when it was to propose. It's like, so I wanted her closest friends to be there along with my closest friends, and not only that, because her mom was overseas at the time, it was hard to, like, I had to think of how can I get her mom to witness this without her being here. So I ended up reaching out to her friends. I was like, hey, do y'all have her mom's contact information? If so, can you guys FaceTime her when we do this? And everything just worked out. Well, I don't want to say perfectly, but like we went to the park and they had, because it was 4th of July weekend, because my birthday's July 3rd, and the park was crowded. It was at the AT&T Discovery Park, and it was packed as hell, and they had a live DJ, and I was like, damn it. I was like, why is there so much people and so much music going on? And not only that, it's like, so Roman was the one that I was directing to win the cue to bring out the Will You Marry Me with the sparklers and everything.
Yeah.
And I told him, wait for my cue. And I guess he thought my cue was us walking up close to it. So we weren't even close there. We were walking up to where I was going to do it. But where I wanted to do it was different because there's people all over the grass area. And I was like, so I can't propose where I wanted to. So now I was like literally looking around, and what I see, next thing I know, I look up and I see the sparklers coming out. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, all right, this is going to do it right in front of the DJ. I was like, part of that.
Hey, yo, DJ!
Did the DJ give you a shout out?
No.
He's stealing my shine.
He was probably mad because I was trying to take his shine. I was like, bro.
Well, whatever. Who was that DJ, man? We gotta find out who it was, man.
I don't even know.
Such an asshole, man.
Right.
Such an asshole.
The music kept playing. It was house music too. Like,
Oh man.
so that's why I was like, yeah, we got to do this with the music layover. People can't know how it actually went.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, so we learned a lot about the jewelry company you got going on, and about each one of y'all. So, what do you want people to take away from this episode today?
Man, just if you have an idea, if you want to do something for yourself, do it. Like if you have a certain goal in mind, don't second guess it. Do it. You got to start somewhere. We literally started off with
$500.
$500 each. That might seem much to be. I don't have $500. It's because jewelry is a high marketed or high priced product.
We
so it's
had
just
only listed.
Exactly. No questions about it.
Do it.
Do it 100%. Like, don't overthink it. Invest. You got to realize though, it's not spending money. It's investing. If you truly believe in what your product, your niche, whatever it is that you have, you're not spending it. You're gonna get the money back. It's just the fact that. But the thing is, you got to understand it's self-discipline. You can't just get back what you earned and then just go splurge it. You got to reinvest.
Yeah.
Anything that you make back, you got to bring it back tenfold. Like, just keep going with it. If you honestly believe you can do something, do it. And I know that there's people that question themselves in tactics. Even if you're not a confident person, just get it done. You're gonna see the results. It's gonna play out.
Facts.
I'm just glad that I was able to quit the highest paying job I've ever been paid, and still I'm manage what I'm doing full time with this business. And the thing is like there's times where I like discourage myself. I'm like, dang, like we didn't make as much as we wanted to this month or whatever. We're still making more, but it's just like it's crazy because this is just the beginning for us. Like we have so much more we can do, and each month we're just elevating ourselves. And like right now, it's just like I feel discouraged because I'm like, damn, like it's I don't want to say we're able to manage and put money into savings and put money, get things for our daughter, and get a couple things for ourselves and splurge a little bit. But it's just like I see the picture, and it's there. But it's just like I just gotta still be patient in the way that we're going with it, but consistent to get to
keep
the
pushing.
ultimate goal.
We
Yeah.
know exactly how you feel.
Facts, bro. Yeah.
Literally.
And then just like the corporate world, like we talk about our quarterly, like even every month, like we just have certain goals. Like, hey, do we meet that? How are we gonna meet that? Okay, if we don't meet that, then what are the ways to, get that number, like either running sale or doing whatever, like, so like from, you left at November, right? Mm-hmm. From our sales has always gone gradually up. It has not
Like
been a time. Yeah, like it has not gone down.
You got that hunger and drive.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like this month, we're looking at making as much, and this is March, right?
March,
This month, March, we're making as much as we did in the holiday season.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy thing. It's like, so yeah, that was a big point when I left. And it was great, but now we're doing what we did then. So it's just like each month is getting gradually better and better and better, and that's just because we're being consistent with it. We're finding out what works, what doesn't work. You're gonna get some losses in there. It happens with the business. You got to find out what works and what doesn't work, but you learn those lessons. So if something doesn't work out that the way you want it to, don't take it to heart. Just don't react emotionally. React logically.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You got to keep your emotions out of this when it comes to to the number game. It's not, numbers don't care about how you feel. Numbers are numbers. They're going to stay one way or the other. So how can you increase it? So
Yeah.
And again, like whenever we started the business, we started only with $500 each, and then we went shopping, and then we made some mistakes. Like our products, we still have that. We didn't sell them. The only like product we did good was only 2 products. So like, don't ever get discouraged or anything like that. Just like keep pushing, and you might fail. Like you don't know what's gonna work or what's not gonna work. So
just keep at it.
yeah.
At it. And for those of y'all trying to get some jewelry, hit these people up, and don't try to nickel and dime, because
yesterday's price is not
today's.
today's price.
Nope.
And then again, our jewelry is very high quality.
Yesterday's price
yep.
is not today's price.
People be trying to like, yo, I saw a couple of days ago you had a sale. It was a couple of days ago. It's a new day.
And then there's people that ask too. It's like, hey, when's gonna be the next sale? It's like, I'm not gonna tell you, bro. I don't know when the next. Because to be honest, we don't know when the next sale is. Like people, some businesses have it. It's like they have like St. Patrick's Day sale or obviously like the more common one, Valentine's Day sale or President's Day sale. It's like we didn't do President's Day, we didn't do St. Patrick's Day, but we did like women's empowerment sale. So it's just like we don't know. We have to see what works because it's not really how's St. Patrick's Day gonna help niche like with us, right? So it's just so what works for us is women empowerment because it's a women-owned business, and so it's just like that. We honestly don't know. We try to pre-plan a month ahead, but it never happens that way. It's just we really wing it half the time.
Yeah.
So.
And then even with our products, I have people be like, "Oh, it's too expensive, this and this." But anytime somebody DMs me, I'm very like, I always tell them like, hey, this is the size you need, this and this. And I had one client message me and didn't buy it from me, bought from different website, and again came back complaining about it, and again bought from me for the price that I offered him.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like now you spend so much money and all of that, you would have just first place this win with me.
Yeah. So shop mmjewelers.com, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Shop
So make sure y'all go to the website. Real quick, shout out all the social medias again, real quick.
Literally Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube's gonna come soon. It's hard. We're gonna start doing some vlogging, but it's just so hard because when we're so focused there. But yeah, sorry, I guess sidetracked for that. Everything, any social media outlet, shop Jewelers. That's it. Website, shopmmjewelers.com. If there's any inquiries you guys have, y'all can message us directly on the chat inbox on the website, or you can message us Instagram. We will respond to you guys. We'll get you guys taken care of. Let us know what you're wanting. Let us know your price range. Everything. There's nothing that we don't have access to. We literally are your jewelry plug. The best quality product. No, the best product at the best quality at the best value.
Okay. That's slogan right there. Okay, we'll make a commercial of that real quick. All right. So thank y'all again. We really appreciate y'all time. I know y'all are busy people for coming in and popping in with us, and I really appreciate that. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all. One of our goals was for this year is to be on more podcasts, and I was like, how hard did Ray Ray? So there's no way that we can do it again. But thank you guys from the first time for giving me an opportunity to speak on a platform. Y'all are the first podcast I've ever been on, and that was a good experience, and I was excited, and we're excited to do it again with you guys. But this time to show y'all like another chapter in our life. You know? So
well, y'all have an open door policy. Anything you want to show something new? Or anything new happens with y'all life, you got an open door policy here with
absolutely.
us, all right?
Oh.
Yeah, and you know how I said that these are props? These are actually gifts for you guys.
Oh, no.
Oh,
man. What?
Shop mmjewelers.com.
Yeah, it's not much, but it's a little something, it's to show our appreciation.
Okay, we're going to do this on us. Oh, and they got the baggie. On it,
The dust bag.
The best bag. Okay.
We got some 6mm sterling silver earrings in either white or yellow. So I don't know if one of you are more fan of white and one of you are more fan of yellow. Y'all can switch if y'all need to.
I like them.
If you want us to change out whatever color, I got you.
Oh, we got you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, these are sterling silver. These are sterling silver, so these are good quality. I can assure
My
you.
girlfriends are, so.
That works. Hey, if it's not for you,
Don't want to see this. Hey, baby, I got you. Something I was thinking about you today.
One of our other slogans is "Don't go home empty-handed." So that
I like the way y'all think, man. I appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all so much,
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much.
Yeah, thank you. That was so nice.
Rock, what you got? Now you got like when your girl get mad at you, give. What do you use that
Oh my
for?
God, this is such a nice bag and
Man,
everything. This is amazing, man. I
Branding,
really do
though.
appreciate.
That's one of our goals, man. I want to do things
That's
that are
all
different
Miguel.
than what.
He wants to have.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That is amazing, y'all. Wow.
You see the quality of the box too.
Yeah, that's
and the
that
dust
real.
bag
That's that real
is the
deal.
luxury vibe.
Just for people here, just take a look at that. This is what? Wow.
All right, Rock, what you got real quick?
Take a picture real quick. All right. Yeah, man. Appreciate this, man, so much from the bottom of my heart. This is an amazing gift.
That is
man.
awesome.
And once again, I'm so happy to see you guys grow and where you guys are at.
Thank you.
And where you
Thank
guys
you.
started. Man,
Same with
growth
you guys.
Man.
I'm happy for y'all's progress in this.
Appreciate
Like,
that.
I got a nice, amazing view of the studio. You just gave me the tour of the other rooms you guys have and what you guys have planned, man. That's the thing, man. That's we got to keep a circle where people are just constantly progressing, man.
Yeah.
It's like it's sad to say, but you got to cut people up that aren't going to be in that circle.
Absolutely.
If they have different goals, and I mean that's the way life is. You gotta,
Absolutely,
You got to
bro.
be with people who are always progressing.
And I've never, and you know,
Man,
you can't be
appreciate
mad at people who got different, you know. I don't hang out with the same friends that I used to back in the day,
Yeah.
right? And you just kind of surround yourself around people that got the same, or what they say, like-minded people. So, but yeah, man, that's what we're about, man. That's you know, just we want to have a podcast where we're just encouraging and having growth and inspire and just you know. We are not that. We are
not the same.
anti-alpha male podcast, you know. So I just want people to know that.
Oh
And
my God, don't
dude,
even start on those
that's
other ones.
its
Yeah,
own
we're
other
not-
rant.
yeah.
Its own other rant.
But one thing I also wanted to say too, man. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last podcast, bro, but you're like literally like whenever I moved here, like the third person I met because I knew Mad, and then Matt, like I remember seeing a post about looking for promoters and stuff like that. So I ended up reaching out, Matt, hey, who do I need to talk to? Then he sent me your number, and then you helped me get into the industry, which industry helped me expand my network and meet so many people and getting popularity within the city and getting me just you put a foundation in that, man. I don't know if I ever told you that, but I appreciate that.
Man,
Let's
dude.
give Rock a hand. Let's give Rock a round of applause.
Hey, you know, I really appreciate that, man. It's something I needed to hear. Something I definitely needed to hear because I hate to say it. You know, there's been so many people that and I don't want to put them say their names or whatever, but there's people in the positions in the industry that I've introduced them. You know, and it's nice to hear every once in a while somebody kind of thinking of
man.
so.
Oh, big fella here.
I honestly
cry,
don't feel
man.
like I would be in. I mean, like anything could happen within that path that life was taking me, but it took me in that exact path to get me where I'm at now. So you know, it's like, and people look over a lot of other things of what like things happened in the past. One thing that was an eye opener too that made me realize a lot is at least you know what's the saying I literally posted the other day. Give people their flowers while they can still smell them.
Amen.
And
Amen.
it's the things that, like, I wish I could thank my friend Flip more, man, because he's the one that put me into the Dallas market, and I never really got to genuinely thank him for that. So now that's why one of my goals in life is to literally let people know how much I appreciate them to put me in the position where I'm in now. So,
Man,
That's dope. That is a hella dope, bro. Man, again, thank y'all so much for coming
thank you,
on.
man.
Rock, thank you so much. Thank y'all again for the gifts, man. That's really touching, and I thank you so much for that.
yeah, absolutely.
And man, I can't wait to see what else he's got pops off for y'all, you know. And pray God blesses y'all and continues to increase in your life. All right.
We got some things for the end of the year, so y'all,
Okay.
we're gonna. A lot of things are gonna happen this year because we're manifesting it. Oh,
Hey,
and then let me
yeah.
just you mention about advice too, man. One thing that's really turned this year around is by watching a documentary on Netflix called
Oh, yeah.
The Secret.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, yes,
We
yes.
talk about that all the
Yeah,
time.
man. Oh my God, that just y'all just set this up for today. Don't even wait. Like literally, if you have tonight, or if you're on your way home, like I don't know, you can listen to it the audio version, not drive and watch the documentary, but watch The Secret. No questions asked. Who's honking down there? No questions asked. Watch it. It's gonna be a life changer. I promise you that.
I mean, thank y'all so much. Rock, thank you, bro. And so I'm going to leave with a couple of more positive words to end this off with. So I want you to tell yourself, I will boss up physically. I will boss up mentally.
Let's go.
I will boss up financially.
Yep.
And I will boss up spiritually. Invest in yourself. It's your boy, Ray.
And Ray.
Ray's podcast, M&M Jewelers. Y'all have a great day, all right?
Peace.
Get money all day, get money all night. Sip my drink, ho, let's get right. Getting paid.